Okay.
All right. I'm sorry you had to drive so far. Find some coffee or water or something.
This is democracy in action.
You're our first student!
Raw and curiously romantic. Precinct 3, Boone County. Mary and her husband Gary have opened up their farmhouse in rural Iowa for the night.
Everybody is here that's here. Let's put it that way.
There's camaraderie and occasionally marital tension. Roxanne and Steve Gunderson arrived together, then he went one way to the Clinton corner and she went for another, Bernie Sanders.
Do you have, chats, arguments about this over the dinner table?
It starts friendly.
I really like Bernie a lot, but
But things quickly heat up.
Are you not, wait a minute, are you not listening to what the Democrat Party is saying?
Maybe it's idealistic, but what is America about? It's about being idealistic and having big ideas.
No, they're already looking for somebody else. If he is the candidate, they're going to look for somebody else, people.
It is pre-polling booth voting. Forget the online button, forget even the hanging chad. This is done with pencil, paper, and bodies that physically cross the floor when a mind is changed.
They have 25, you had 22, but we got 52 total. So they're either on uncommitted or O'Malley.
The uncommitted, Dale, crosses the room to Hillary's gang. He speaks through a voice box.
I like both candidates. I like a lot of what Bernie had to say, but I'm a Bill Clinton supporter from way back, and I think that's probably why it made me decide to go to Hillary more than anything else.
29 times the number of delegates, which is 3.
What they're actually choosing here is how many delegates they send to convention. The maths is complicated, but the ratio is weighted in favor of the winner. This ends with Hillary on 2, Bernie on 1.
The highest number gets the delegates.
Oh my gosh, it is great to be here with all of you. And I am so thrilled that I'm coming to New Hampshire after winning Iowa.
What Iowa has begun tonight is a political revolution.
The Clinton-Sanders contest was the closest in the history of Democrat caucus in Iowa, a cigarette paper-thin margin, which will make many see Bernie Sanders in a new light. The Vermont senator, who grew up in Brooklyn and calls himself socialist, is now the unlikely hero of the left across America. Anti-big business, pro-environment, and passionate about redistributing wealth. Think Jeremy Corbyn with a New York accent.
I think it is this sense of pulling apart that is happening on both sides of the political spectrum in America, where it feels like people are increasingly gravitating toward the extreme poles of the right and the left, and the center is hollowing out. And for Democrats, it's a return to this sort of 60s and 70s style radicalism, a rejection of the centrism and triangulation that that both Clintons have always represented, and a desire to really be more muscular in their liberal socialist beliefs.
What he's doing is opening up a race that many felt had become closed, almost dull. Hillary Clinton seemed unassailable, unstoppable, and there were those in the party even who liked her, who worried about a path to the nomination that looked unchallenged. The Clinton machine has been spooked by this. They may fight very differently here on. Sanders mobilises the poor white vote, the activist vote, and the young vote on the left. He won an astonishing 84% of 17 to 29-year-olds last night, faring even better with them than Obama did in 2008. This morning, Clinton admitted she had to do better with new and younger voters. Bernie Sanders, now calling for a release of the raw vote count here in Iowa, says his rise is a sign that voters want change. But they may also be flirting with him just a bit at this stage, confident that Hillary will ultimately get the nomination and seeing what it feels like to dip their toes into the icy waters of real radicalism.